Hello, this is me, Jolene. I'm here to talk about my Jolene's Books and Writers Talk podcast and how I do it. This is for all of those people out there who would like to perhaps delve into the podcast arena in whatever niche you would like. There are several tools that I use, and one of those is Zoom. I love using Zoom to record. Their program, I have a paid subscription with their service, and this allows me to record every single meeting that I have. They also have the immersive view, which can include several different people all in the same environment with a virtual background, which I use, and I think it works well. Then once you're finished with your interview, Zoom lets you download it, saves it to your computer. I use a program called Video Pad to do my editing. And the editing takes the longest time, usually 6 or 7 hours, to get it all edited the way I want it to look on the video part. Because not only do I take out all the ums and uhs and things that you hear and off-topic comments and dogs barking, excuse me, it has a very fine editing tool, and then it will save it as an MP4 file. But it will also allow me to add book covers while we're talking on the screen as an edit function. I can add the book covers that we're talking about, that they have for sale, and any other books that we talk during our sessions for. And like I said, this is an open forum. It's mostly authors talking about their books, their writing journey, digital publishing, all kinds of stuff that has to do with books and writing. And then once I do that, I also run a banner across the bottom of the show title. But if we talk about any online resources, I try to remember to put the links to scroll around the bottom. And then once that's done, and I've done the intro and got it looking the way I want to, I save it as an MP4. And then I import it into CapCut, which I also pay for a monthly subscription. And it's maybe $10, I think. The other one is a 3-month subscription, and I think I pay $15 every 3 months. I could be wrong. I have to look it up. But anyway, once I get it into CapCut, I use their software because they have an excellent auto captioning feature. And it will go in and take all the words and flash them on the screen. And then I edit them to place them across the top. And it has features that allow me to change the font style, color, and also I can put them in various 100 different bubbles so that they, it helps it look different each time that I have a show. The other thing that CapCut does, it allows you to save not only the MP4, but will save a separate MP3 file. Very important. Then once that's done, and I make sure all the captions say what they're supposed to say, because, AI is doing it, and you can take out any of the ums yourself if it misses one. And if it will, depending on your diction, and make some words wrong. So you want to go through it at least once and read through the captions to make sure that they're right. It's very important. Don't always remember to do it all the way through, and some of them I will miss myself. Can't be perfect, but you try to make it as correct as possible. Then once you save that into another folder with the 2 files, then you can upload your podcast, the video portion, up to a YouTube channel. And YouTube is featuring podcasts. They seem to be pushing podcasts. They're encouraging people to do the podcast. So they have their own, if you see your channel, there's new features being added daily in tabs, and one of them was a podcast. So I'm uploading my podcast to there. And then once that's done, because I have a very slow internet connection, it takes several hours for these shows. 15 to 30 minutes is all they are, but they're up to a gigabyte in size. And my upload speeds here right now is only 1 megabyte per second or hour or whatever it is. It's terrible. So I usually do it overnight. I do them first, and once it's done and I put in the show's descriptions and made sure I put all the tags on the bottom and click the podcast playlist. That's very important, is to click the playlist so that it's on the right one. And then I get the link for that and save that in a notepad, because each participant gets a link to add to their own website and social media. Then I go into Apple and upload the audio file and put it in the description and wait for that to process. They'll give you marketing links and an embed code and other things that you can use to market your episodes. So I copy and paste those into the notepad file. Finally, I go over to Spotify. Spotify also allows me to send the podcasts to iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and a couple others, but I think that's the only ones I signed up for. And it automatically, once it processes it on Spotify, it sends out the feed to these other places so that it's available for people who use different platforms. And I will get the link for each of those and put that in an email and send it to my interviewee. And I keep a file so that at various different times I can post it into X, Twitter, into Facebook, and then for the media, the video for Instagram and TikTok and whatever, I will take short snippets from the video and like one question and use that as a promotional video and write up an article for that particular author on one of my websites, because I have three online magazines that I feature writing and publishing and local authors. Anybody in North Florida goes on one particular site on my North Florida Writers Tour magazine. All the others usually end up on Webs and Blogs for Writers magazine. So those are my tips, my rambling information about creating your own podcasts and how to get them out into the world. I will tell you, I do pay $20 a year for Apple to do the podcast. They were my first experience. And Spotify will allow you to upload your episodes for free. Eventually, hopefully, if I get a following, I will start having subscriptions only access for the first week or two or the first month, and then go into free after that. It depends. I haven't looked into that very much. Right now, everything's access for free. So good luck out there. If you have a podcast, send me a message or write it in the comments and I'll check it out. Well, thank you very much.